folks, welcome back. We got some hot takes today. And to some of you, they may sound like reasonable, logical, realistic takes. But I assure you, in the Pokemon hobby in 2025, these are hot takes. So sit back, enjoy. I hope you're all entertained. First up, is everyone sick and tired at this point of people in this hobby taking this moral high ground as they are morally and ethically superior to everyone else because they enjoy the hobby a certain way, and anyone that doesn't enjoy the hobby the way they see fit is somehow evil? I mean, and they're very slick with it too, especially the content creators. You know who you are. You show these ridiculous Costco videos of people fighting over Pokemon product and, ripping boxes out of little kids' hands and pushing these carts that are piled up to the ceiling to the cash register. And then they go home and they scalp it all online. And then they somehow, take that image and project it onto everyone else who owns sealed product in the hobby, all the investors and all the businesses. And now somehow everybody's evil. Because as everyone knows, the only ethical, moral thing to do, the only way to be righteous in this hobby is to buy product and open it. And once it's opened, hold on, there's the second part. Once it is opened, you can only enjoy it in two ways. You can play the trading card game, or you can collect and trade the cards. That's it. You cannot grade the cards and sell them for profit. You cannot hold your collection, and once it rises in value, sell it for a profit. That's no good either. You should not be making money in this hobby. The only people that should make money are Pokemon Company themselves. That's it, right? Because if you somehow make money off someone else, you are evil. And I understand where people are coming from with everything getting more expensive, but here's the thing. It's not the investor's fault. I've been here for 10 years. A lot of the other investors in this hobby have been here for years and years, right? They were all here. I was here when everything was dirt cheap, right? Go back to 2023 Black Friday. Paradox Rift booster boxes were $75. Stores couldn't move them. Paldea Evolve was $80. Scarlet Violet Base was $80. Obsidian Flames. The list goes on and on. They could not move these booster boxes for $75 to $85. They had as many as you wanted. Nobody wanted them. The distributors had as many cases and pallets as you wanted to buy. Nobody was buying them. People like me went and bought those products, right? We gave the stores working capital to get out of that debt inventory and use the money on their business to make money off other things, right? We took the product that nobody else wanted to buy, and just because we sat on it for a period of time and now it's worth more, now we're evil. You see how that works? Because we didn't crack it open and collect it and trade it and play the game, you're somehow evil, right? Because some people like to collect sealed product, they're evil because apparently that's not the correct way to enjoy or collect in the hobby. And when you really break it down and say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous because it is ridiculous, but I understand what people are doing, right? It's the same thing we do in the US with our stupid political system. You got to divide and conquer, baby. You got to pit one side against the other, and you got to find each side's, hot points. And then, you blow those up on videos and you create this rift. And it's exactly what's happening in this hobby. Because guess what? We didn't see all of this hatred, 2 years ago, right? In 2022, 2023, where was it all? It wasn't here because why? Everything was very cheap and affordable. And now that it isn't, someone has to point the blame at somebody, even though there's a possibility no one is to blame, guys. Guess what? Pokemon is more popular again now than ever. And we can go through all the reasons why that is. You could speculate why that is, right? Because of that, it is causing a shortage in supply because so many people want the freaking product and so many people are willing to pay the price. Also, I think you really need to break down the prices of these things before you start throwing stones at everything's overpriced. Let me do some quick math for you, okay? Pokemon packs were about $3 to $4 back in 1999. Okay, let me break this down for you. $3 times 36 packs is $108. Okay, $4 times 36 packs is $144. Therefore, a $144 booster box is only $4 freaking dollars a booster pack. And everyone's running around like the sky is falling because everything's overpriced. Is $4 a booster pack really that overpriced? Heck, let's say the boxes run to $180. That's $5 a booster pack. chill out. It's not the end of the world. Everything isn't so overpriced no one can afford it. Maybe you can afford a little less than you could before, but guess what? Everything in the world is going up. It's not just Pokemon. It's not just the evil investor's fault. And so that's all I got to say about that, guys. We can all enjoy the hobby the way we want to. There'll be ups, there'll be downs. Investors, players, collectors, they'll be there the whole step of the way. I understand it sucks right now with some of the unscrupulous things going on with the Costco riots and, all these bots, going and buying everything out online as soon as things are listed. However, don't point fingers at everyone. Don't throw stones at random people just because they may have things that you don't or things that you want, or you want things to be cheaper. Okay. Is that like a logical, realistic, take? Is that crazy to say? I don't know. Maybe it is. Next up, stop worrying about what everyone else is doing. People want this okay to sell or okay to hold, okay to buy. You're constantly looking at what other people are doing and trying to base your decisions off what they do. Who the hell cares if I hold? Who cares if I sell? Who cares if I'm buying? My life is not your life. My financial situation isn't your financial situation. And also, stop acting like everything is Armageddon. Like, Alex, do you think everything's going to crash at some point? Yeah, I'm sure we'll have a downturn at some point. Well, what are you going to do? Guys, a downturn does not mean everything goes to zero and never return. It doesn't mean things crash and never recover. Also, it doesn't even mean things crash. Honestly, even after 2021 and 2022, a lot of the modern boxes only dropped 15, 20%. Some of the higher end ones dropped around 30, maybe a little more than that. That was the crash. And so the best way to protect yourself, right? Sell some, keep some. Here, Lost Origin, perfect example. I do not care when you bought Lost Origin. I don't care if you bought it right at release at $90 to $100. I don't care if you bought it when it spiked up to $180, $200. If you bought it on the reprint at $120. If you just bought it at $200, $220, $240. Guess what? You can sell some and you can keep some. And when you do that, you reduce your exposure, you reduce your risk, you also lower your cost basis so you're protected from a downturn so you don't have to freak out about it every single day and worry, right? If you sell it at $300 plus a box, right? After shipping and fees, all that, you are going to reduce your cost basis down that amount of profit. That means, maybe you put your cost basis down in the mid hundreds, maybe back down to 100, maybe under. I don't know when you got in, but when you do that, you're reducing your risk of if it falls 20, 30% from where it's at, you're still going to be up on your investment and you already locked in the gains right now. That way you can go back to breathing easy. You got cash in the bank. You can buy something else. You can sit on it, wait for a reprint, wait for a restock. It doesn't have to be this all or nothing scenario. You don't have to worry about what everyone else is doing. And you don't have to worry about this impending doom that everyone's always worried about. Everyone is always talking about the crash as it's this volcano that's going to explode and destroy the entire earth. Or, it's like the next ice age. Guys, it's Armageddon, nuclear war, everyone's dead. And it's not that. Market crashes, market corrections have never been that, right? Every market crash in the stock market in history has always recovered new all-time highs. Every Pokemon crash has always recovered to all-time highs. And so, as I've always said, if you have a long-term mindset, 5-10 years from now, you probably don't have to worry at all, right? Maybe we run up for another year. Maybe, in 2026, everything falls 10, 20, 30%. Maybe things go stagnant in 2027. Maybe in 2028, things start to rise. Maybe in 2029, we're back to all-time highs again. I don't know, right? But this idea that you have to worry all the time, worry about a crash. If you're that worried, sell some, keep some. That way you can keep taking advantage of any run that continues to happen this year if things keep going, and you lock in gains so that you reduce your risk and exposure. It's that simple. Don't make more out of this than there needs to be. Last but not least, this idea that everyone has this hidden agenda and is lying to you. Every video that anyone, not just myself, anyone puts out, there's comments in every video thinking you have some hidden, meaning for everything you're saying. Well, if Alex is saying this, he wants people to do that because of this. It's guys, do I look like a guy with a plan, right? Joker from Dark Knight. Do I really look like this guy that's trying to pull the strings, manipulate everything behind the scenes? I mean, I've been saying the same thing for the past 3 years on YouTube. It hasn't changed. And so, I don't know, maybe I've just finally reached the pinnacle of manipulation. I finally got everyone to buy in and everyone's, buying Modern Sealed and now I'm cashing in, but I still haven't sold. So I'm not even cashing in yet, which is weird. I should probably do that if I'm trying to manipulate this whole thing. But sometimes people are just making content for the sake of making content. They're keeping people informed about what the market's doing, about what's moving, about what they actually feel about what's coming for the market. If they think it's going to go up, think it's going to go down, it's not trying to play with your emotions and try to get you to do something with your money or with your investments. It's just the way they feel. That's what we have YouTube channels for, to give our opinions. And so this idea that every sale we make has a hidden meaning, every buy we make has a hidden meaning, everything we say on videos has a hidden meaning, it's crazy. And people need to get out of this, like, this conspiracy theory mindset. Look, I love conspiracy theories as much as the next guy. We can go down that road together. It's really fun. 90+% of the conspiracy theories are not true. Some are. Like, don't be one of those people that's like official story everything. Some things out there are legitimate conspiracies and legitimate, what scams, whatever it may be. 90+% of them aren't. And when you're constantly in that mode of looking for something behind everything, it's just going to get you all worked up over nothing. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I don't have any hidden agendas with my content. Like, I just tell you what I do. I tell you what I've been successful with. And a lot of people out there have taken that advice and they've been successful themselves. Others haven't. And they come back to the videos 3 years later and they say, Alex manipulated the market and I'm evil and, all investors are and all this stupid stuff. But I guess I want to end this by just saying, can we all just get along? Can collectors collect? Can players play? Can investors invest? Can we all agree that, yeah, the people doing that stuff at Costco or, all the bots, doing the things online, we can all kind of agree that's a little scummy. I get it. I'm with you there. But everyone else, look, we've all existed in this hobby now for years and years. Everyone's been successful and enjoyed it in their own way. And this idea that we all need to be at each other's throats or we need to always be emotionally unstable about what everyone's doing. And oh my gosh, Alex just bought all these cases. What does that mean? Alex is going to sell that. What does that mean? Oh, this guy did that. It's like, dude, it's not that serious. It's not that big of a deal. We're all just trying to do the best we can do with the amount of information that we have. And sometimes we're going to be right. Sometimes we're going to be wrong. As long as we continue to be right more than we're wrong at higher percentage rates, we're happy. We're all good. We continue to live another day, fight another day. And that's all this really is. So hopefully you guys got something out of this video. Hopefully, maybe this can help stop this strife between everyone. It probably won't. But, it probably won't stop until everything does correct and a lot of the, bad actors leave and everything gets back to more normalized pricing and people stop being so angry. But if you're one of those people, just try it. Try to get outside that anger bubble and just see things for what they are, right? No one's out here. I'm not saying no one. Some people are, but most people out here aren't out here trying to hurt you. They're just trying to do the best they can for themselves and for their own personal goals. Okay, so that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're not. Be back in a new one soon. I'm out.